field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Dak going to put it up right away. He's got the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now Prescott. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? A shotgun snap for Prescott. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
And here's a great example of why the pass rush on 3rd down, that it's critical it gets home. In this case, they're not able to get to the quarterback. He has extra time to not only escape the pocket, but to turn into a runner and pick up the first down.
A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. Yeah! And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Pass completed right side to Ferguson. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Now Dowdle. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly, and here comes third down. Pistol now for Prescott. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up first and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's first and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
On second down, it's Dak. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick is good. The Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback, it's Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
To the air right away is Hurts. And that's complete to A.J. Brown. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
A first down throw for Hurts. He connects downfield to Dotson. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. Once again, it's Barkley. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. And we're back in Philly in a moment. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
That big boy was moving, Mike. That was impressive. I mean, it's not easy to bring down this quarterback in any situation, but to hawk him down from his interior defensive line spot nearly out by the sideline, that's beyond impressive.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. There's CeeDee Lamb heading back out there with the rest of his Cowboys teammates. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll run with Dowdle. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's a carry for Dowdle. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. Throwing is Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
1st down, Prescott. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Dak. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it. Trying to keep a drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw is Prescott. The open man is Tolbert. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. For the return, here comes Britton Covey. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Eagles offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. He'll take off again. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Hurts. That's caught. Saquon. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. But it looks like the Eagles are able to corral it, so Philly will retain possession. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down. To throw, Hurts. A pass, caught by Saquon. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Hurts will work here from the pistol. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Man in motion is Brown. Again, Hurts. The open receiver is Barkley. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Hurts will try it again. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles are on the board. It's 10-7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This taken at the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to take over just before the half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Cooks going in motion. Prescott on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So we reach halftime, and the visiting Cowboys are in front. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. To throw is Hurts. That one complete to Brown. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
A tight end in motion now. Now Hurts going to call his own number. And he'll take this one up to about the 34-yard line.
Great work there defensively, Mike. You could tell they were onto that one from the start. They're able to hold him to a short gain on the keeper and force the 4th down.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The Cowboys offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Josh Sweat there on the tackle. It is 3rd and 10. It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
We've seen 3rd down really turn into a pass-happy down throughout the league, and I think this is an example of the play caller kind of using that to his advantage. Keep the defense off guard, keeps the ball on the ground, extend this possession.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
first down.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they dig themselves out of that hole rather effectively. Gain of 19 on 1st and 20.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
Up the middle they go. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
A gain of 1 yard. 1st down, Dallas.
On the play fake, Dak. This one downfield, complete to Cooks. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. No chance at all. He'll go down.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. Now a give up the middle. Nice run here on 2nd down inside the 5 with more options now available for 3rd and goal. Prescott now. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get...
Good blocking, and he's in. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Cowboys. So they decide to go for the touchdown, and Greg, they get rewarded on 4th and goal with the 6 points.
Yeah, I think the safe bet there is you settle for the field goal and you're happy coming off the field with points. But not this play caller. He rolls the dice a little bit, but give credit to the offensive line. They created just enough of a lane for this back to take it in for 6.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys will get out in front 17-7. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Gainwell to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Now we'll get a pause here, an injured player, and it's A.J. Brown who was hurt on that last play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's 2nd and 9. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Hurts working in the pistol. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Hurts again. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
To the air again, Hurts. And he will score! Game on! Devontae Smith, touchdown Philadelphia. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting.
Elliott on now for the PAT. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Cooks going in motion. A first down throw for Prescott. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Cooks. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Cowboys first down. At least it appears that way. He got it maybe by the length of the football. They'll stay on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stick with him again. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. Third and 5. They'll drop to throw. Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Here's 1st and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to an E. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. A bit of a surprise, this one on paper. You figure this would have been a difficult assignment, trying to win away from home against a team of this caliber. No problems, though. They find a way to get it done. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.